So today's podcast is basically things that you have been doing that you maybe lack a little bit of doing them things in a consistent pattern to make sure that you're not rusty. But when that consistent pattern is not formulated, then you're consistently doing things like not having the pattern of the orchestrament of the alignment of every situation that would work out to the benefit or the highest sort of reality. Well, if you're not playing guitar, like I haven't been playing guitar for a while, so I've been getting a little bit rusty. But sometimes if I don't play guitar for a while, then I sing guitar, and it's on another level. It's a new song, and it sounds great. But depending on what you can go through when you're not, using your mind, using that capability of what you're doing, then you can become rusty or a little bit less inclined to that sort of action or ability in that pathway in your mind. But if you're doing that pathway every day, you get on that pathway in your mind and then it's all right. But if you're not doing that pathway every day, and then you get on this other pathway of the pathway of not doing them type of things, then you have to get back on the same pathway of the brain when you are doing them things to accomplish them things on a certain wave length of like comprehension of like when you're doing it, then it's sort of what it needs to be done. um so whatever it is, like writing, if I haven't written in a long time, but if I write, it stimulates that part of my brain. I'll be doing a lot better when I'm writing, and I could write about certain topics of information that would be really cool because I remember I was thinking in my head what I'd be thinking about writing about before, and wrote down something really cool in my mind. Um, but it wasn't on paper, but I was writing it out in my mind, like just thinking about it. But what I was trying to say is that that's what it'd be on the writing I was thinking inside my mind. But anyway, like, so if we don't do things, to do them things again might take a little bit more time or effort to get on that right pathway in the brain again of doing them sort of patterns of that you're familiar with, to be back on the same wavelength of accomplishing at a certain rate of your goals. So them goals at a certain level, once you reach that certain level and you say you don't do that for like a couple days, then to get that to that certain level again takes that certain amount of effort, you will, and the sort of pathway in the brain that's familiar with that, of what you're doing to accomplish them goals or them sort of characteristics or abilities. So I just explained it, but what I'm trying to say is that it's hard to explain what I'm trying to say. So every time that we say don't do anything, just say we don't do anything, we just lay around, not do anything, we are actually disengaging from our consciousness. We are still conscious and aware, but we're not engaging in that conscious effort for our consciousness, like a conscious effort. We're in the subconscious mind when we're sleeping and stuff like this. So to consciously create and to do things, it takes a certain amount of calories and effort and situations and stuff like this. But what I'm trying to say is that we utilize the energy that we do have to create what it's all a part of to do that. Because they say we don't do that for a little while, then it's going to take a certain amount of creativity or motivation, the motivational level, to be on that sort of category too, of that level of awareness of when we are doing something, doing whatever it is, writing or playing guitar, singing, or doing whatever. But what I'm trying to say is that when we are on the level of doing that, this is the category of it's coming back to it. We're getting back on the bandwagon of getting back onto where we left off. Our brain is totally capable and aware, but we're making more pathways of saying being lazy by not doing. See, then we got to start doing. And this is why I'm making a podcast today about this, is because this is exactly what I realized from not doing stuff, is it's kind of harder to manifest things and get the ball rolling again on a certain bandwagon, because I need to be familiar with that every day, and it helps me out. But sometimes you do get sick of it, doing it for years on end, playing guitar and making these podcasts. But it's the only hobby that I really have that is interesting, and I just give it a break so it becomes more interesting as well. So you're more motivated to make a podcast or something like this. If you do take a break from it, you're going to appreciate it more. You're going to have more ideas because you haven't been talking about the same things over and every day. And there's different ideas that come to every conclusion to what we turn out the orchestrament to be. The orchestrament of, like, whether we create something or don't create something. But when we're creating something, it's the orchestrament of whatever we're creating and on what level. On what level are you creating it is the ultimate thing. But this is information to tell you of when you're on the bandwagon and then you get off the bandwagon for a while and you take like a week, a break, not do any sort of guitar writing podcasts or anything like that. But then you get back on the bandwagon and you can do all these things again from where you left off. It's just the choice to do so. It's a choice every day. But sometimes I don't always get to do that because I don't feel as motivated or feeling like doing it. See, sometimes I feel like doing it, but then sometimes I don't feel like doing it. And you get on that feeling of not feeling like doing it, but you still gotta be able to do it. You know what I mean? It's like something that you love to do, but why aren't you not wanting to do it? You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to figure out for myself. Like, sometimes I don't know why I don't want to do something for that long of time, because maybe I'm playing guitar way too much or something. That's probably why I needed to take a break from it. But anyway, yep, have a good day. Neo worships divine goddess, divine goddesses. I hope you're doing amazing. Neo worships divine princesses, divine princesses. I hope you're doing amazing. And yeah, on the podcast for that. Neo worships, honors, obeys, and loves the divine princess forever. Amen. All right. All right, bye.